So who does that make for winner?
Ben's the
Oh,
winner.
Yes, he gets all the diamonds.
My God.
She literally sniped all of us.
Okay, so this game is like gonna be over in like 2 days then?
That's fine.
Probably.
Oh, it took so long. But you know what's
fun.
even epicer? Is that I was never infected.
Are you serious?
And here is the source of my success. I happened to find a loophole by pure chance, so let me just read this section of the rulebook. There is, however, a third way to avoid getting infected. If you shoot an arrow at an infected and hit him, it functions as a tag no tagbacks, where the infected cannot attempt to infect you until they have infected another player. You may do this even if they are not actively trying to infect you. That means if you'll be rewarded for sussing out who is infected and preemptively shooting them. There is a catch though. If you are wrong and shoot a survivor, then you must return to the building here and submit a single additional diamond to the competition in the entry box to the right. Okay, now let me explain how I survived all of that. And it's kind of crazy. And it was by pure chance, literally totally unintentional. While me, Ethan, and Justin were up on the pyramid messing around, we were just like shooting each other and doing all sorts of random stuff just because we were talking, and that's what we do when we're just talking randomly. But I did hit him with an arrow. But the thing is that they can't have infected me because I tagged them both, and I didn't mean to be shooting at them to stop them from infecting me. However, you may do this even if they are not actively trying to infect you. It doesn't mention anywhere that you have to be intending on stopping them from infecting you. You just shoot them. Also, there's actually a clip in that last section where we were discussing something very similar.
Oh, speaking of which, I need to go hit Dustin so I don't die.
You missed.
There we go. Okay, we're good. Actually, technically, I already hit him with an arrow before he was actively attacking. Oh, that
No, you
was
didn't.
big dumb.
No, we didn't hit him with it. We were aiming at each other. That's why I was...
shooting arrows at you, remember though?
Right, that's why I was laughing. I was laughing because I knew he was just standing there, just watching
but I'm
us.
saying I was shooting arrows at you, and if I hit you, then I would have had to pay a diamond.
Oh.
Big dumb.
Because of that, neither one of them can infect me until they infect someone else. So, for now, I'm in the clear. But no one knows it. And I'm gonna keep it that way. It's the following day after all the events with them trying to infect me. And yeah, as we have seen, I am not actually infected, but I am on the infected team, in quotes. They think I'm infected. So what I need to do is I need to convince them that they need to kill or infect all the other people first, because that will mean that without knowing it, they'll be ensuring that I'll be the only survivor. So I did that. I did exactly that last night. I went on Discord and I told them all, hey, we should try to kill everyone, or infect everyone, just to see how long they can survive and to make the game last longer and stuff, and blah 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 blah. Anyway, they fell for it. They totally fell for it. We're definitely going to go and infect everyone, which is going to leave just me. So, in that way, we've actually like almost certainly won this game. The only thing that could go wrong now is just for like them to find out. So hopefully that won't happen, but as long as we just stay incognito, we should be fine. Also, just want to quickly clear something up. Yeah, I thought I was infected in the entire video. Like, I mean, not at the beginning, because I knew that Justin hadn't actually hit me. But yeah, pretty much from, yeah, the entire time after Ethan got me, I thought I was infected. I only realized later that he wasn't actually allowed to infect me. So yeah, that was interesting. But we'll see, because it is definitely a loophole. I don't know if it's an acceptable loophole, but like, I mean, I don't see why not, but whatever. I don't really care if I win the diamonds or not. I mean, like, it'd be nice, but we'll see. We'll see.
Hello fellow Mythicraft fans, and welcome back to another episode of Mythicraft with me, mythology5. And yes, I have not lost my voice. I have just been using old footage for the beginning of this episode because it was the easiest and I think best way to explain what had happened. So yeah, now that we have that out of the way and we know how I technically survived the game of infection, we can get going on today's episode. And yeah, I'm not going to do any flying at the moment because this is recorded after the time lapse coming in like 20 seconds. But yeah, I'm gonna do a super epic time lapse with lots and lots of dirt placing because it's gonna be epic. We're gonna get tons and tons of progress done. I know it. And I know it because I already did it and it took 2.5 weeks. Yeah. Alright, so enjoy the time lapse, and I'll be right back after that. And there we have it. A ton of progress. Just look at that. I love it. Obviously it's missing all the grass, but that will come eventually. And this side is not complete yet, but it's got that part done, just needs that area. And then obviously this far side, which takes 3 rockets to get to. Crazy how big this is. Yeah, this side is getting there, but not complete yet, obviously. And still requires a lot more work under here. It's so dark. And there is a lot of space. Ow. But yeah, this place is coming along really well. I'm really happy with it. I have put like 10 hours into that time lapse, so I hope you enjoyed. But but I should probably stop doing 10-hour time lapses in videos because it's going to raise expectations way higher than I can maintain once the school year starts. So, yeah, that is what we have so far, and now let's go do something else because I've been at this mountain, as I said, for 2.5 weeks. Obviously, wasn't doing that consistently the whole time, but definitely every few days I would just log on for a few hours and do another part of the time lapse there. So yeah, let's get going. I have also completed the billboard right here for Memeco because that was something that needed to get done eventually, and I did it. I've decided that the colors for us are purple and red, and although I can see neither of those colors as I'm red colorblind, I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, that is what is going on over here. Not much, if any, progress since the last episode, just because I'm pretty much like one of the only people that's on anymore, which is very sad. I'm lonely. But at least I still have stuff to do, so I'm having fun. And in here I have a zombie villager that I found earlier today. His name's Jeremy. He's probably gonna run one of my shops here because that's what zombie villagers are the best at. And yeah, well, speaking of shops, I should probably go check on profits. So here we are in the shopping district, and we will check on the profits from this. And that is some good profit. So, Justin is going to get 20 diamonds, and I am going to get 2 stacks and 32 from all of that mining that I did at the beginning of last episode, which took maybe like 3 or 4 hours. So, I think that's pretty good for that amount of time. I just looked around this whole area, other than right there. But look at that! Someone has been getting lots and lots of wither skulls, it looks like. I don't know who that is, but someone is going to have a lot of beacons. And after checking all the other ones, we have 1 more diamond from the Flight Co shop, and that is some good profit for 1 episode. And that is just because netherite sells incredibly well, because everyone needs it to start out. So, yeah, we shouldn't be expecting profit like that anytime soon for, like, anything else. And now I just need to drop off the stuff for Justin, because I have all these diamonds, so I'm gonna let him know that they're in there, and that is good. But now there is something I need to discuss, so I'm gonna go over to my mountain so that there's something interesting to look at while I talk. And yeah, I'm going to go over there and I'll be right back. So what I wanted to discuss is my future plans for this series and for my channel in general. And no, I'm not stopping. I'm not gonna just stop making videos all of a sudden. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to focus more on the Mythicraft tutorials episodes, because they first of all take a whole lot less time and it seems like more people enjoy them, which is a positive, and I like making them. The Mythicraft episodes, while they are very fun and I like seeing all the progress I can do in them, we've had a lot less people on recently, so I can't really do anything collaborative, and that is personally one of my favorite parts of this kind of series, is seeing how people are interacting with each other and stuff like that. And then my other favorite part is time lapses, which is why I always have a big time lapse in almost every single video. And basically I'd just like to focus more on well, right now I don't actually have enough time really to continue making these episodes as frequently as they are, and I know it's already gone down in like the past few months, and that's just because I've had less interactions with other players, and so the amount of time it takes to make an episode when there isn't like 10 or 15 minutes of just like talking with someone else in it, it takes a really long time. I mean, as you saw, like this whole thing, all the dirt placing and stuff, that was only like a single minute of this video, and it took me like 10 hours to make that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making Mythicraft episodes that are probably about once a month or maybe even less, and just have them be probably under 10 minutes and made of mostly time lapses and a few just little like progress reports like what I did today with the shopping district sales and everything. And that way it will still be continuing and we'll still be able to see what happens with this base and everything, but it won't just be me doing nothing for 20 minutes each episode, because if I'm going to be making the episodes, I want them to actually have something of value in them, and personally, I don't think just making content for the sake of making content is really a good idea, especially in this case. I feel like, yeah, forcing content just because I want to make a schedule deadline is not a good plan. So that is my plan, and yeah, as I said, probably about every month there'll be another episode, but it should be only under about 10 minutes probably, and I'll most likely have more Mythicraft tutorials episodes coming out more frequently. So we will see how that goes, and yeah, that is going to do it for today's episode of Mythicraft. I will be back at some point, but yeah, just expect more time lapses, longer time lapses, and less collaborative stuff, sadly, just because there's no one on to collaborate with. And also the school year is starting, so that's going to take even more of my time. So yeah, it's an unfortunate situation, but I'll do my best and I will keep making videos. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, and I would greatly appreciate you checking out some of my other videos. I've made some great Mythicraft tutorials in the past few weeks, and yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.